Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30 this Monday, September 15th. Time to wrap it up for today. Today we roll to the December contract, trading Z25 on the micros and the ES and NASDAQ. And so far we gapped up pretty good at the open and we did not look back. So I didn't expect, I was actually not very optimistic about the gap closure, but they gapped up, they roll over, and then pretty much have been holding on to these gains. So both ES and Nasdaq, or the U and Z, probably in an uptrend. So hence that's why this occurs. Now, so far we haven't really extended a whole lot to the upside, but it's pretty much yeah, definitely not backing off, put it that way. So we started off this whole thing from the long side of the market, and pretty much holding on to our gains. So I would start off from the long side again. I'm going to buy weakness, going to be an edge right up here at the 66.70s. It's going to be one down here at the 55.60s and one at 40s here for rotations up. And then short opportunities at the 75.80s here for rotations back down. So far it looks to me like the volume is starting to roll over pretty good now. So we are 450 there, and the ES is at 500. So we're going to be a decent trading day tomorrow again. Now, news we had this morning, the Empire State came in a bit weaker at 8:30. There was not much news to drive the market. However, tomorrow we get a ton of news come out. At 8:30, we get retail sales, import-export prices, and we get industrial production at 9:15, business inventories and housing market data at 10. 20-year auction at 1 as well. So we have a ton of news coming out tomorrow. We also have the Fed meeting beginning, and then we get the Fed announcement on Wednesday. So a lot of stuff happening tomorrow. Now, so ES starting off from the long side. Looking to buy weakness for rotations up, at least for now. So the market has been doing pretty freaking good. Started with a nice up move today across the board. Most stocks are to the upside this morning or today. Looking at the Nasdaq and the bonds, I did take one trade on the Nasdaq. I did not take any ES trades today. I did took a Nasdaq trades a little bit later in the day after we started breaking outside the initial balance range. I was after this little pop to the upside, I bought on the way down. Reasonably aggressive. I prepared to repair it down here at the initial balance high. Never had to. They kind of bounced and then started trading back up again. I had my stop below that rotation here, so down at the 490, 500s. But after the run down this far, I figured it start trading higher. I was looking for them to run it hard higher, but at one point I ran out of time, patience, and I just got out of it. They took it a little bit higher after that, and then they kind of gave up. So not really extending a whole lot after that. So at this point, that's probably a good call to scratch that trade to get out of it. So yes, one trade up 650. I have not re-engaged it since I figured I was looking for that to maybe squeeze to the upside. It never really happened, so it's been going sideways since. So starting off range bound buy still to the upside on the Nasdaq. At this point, they're going to buy weakness. Going to be one edge down here at the 470s, the one edge then here at the 420s, four rotations up, and one down here at the 320s. So I'm going to buy weakness on the Nasdaq. Let's see how far I want to take this to the upside before I run out of gas. So far, I had to say September. So usually that traditional week month has been nothing but spectacular. So. And maybe it may still be in a spot where the September can end up pretty good. So that would be an unusual September. Bond market traded up in the morning, and then pretty much nothing happened after that. They just kind of went sideways. So, but holding on to the gains and there to the upside. They started backing off here in the after Thursday's pop. The Fridays was just a holding pattern. Today's us. We did not extend Friday, and today we're not extending. So we're going to be in stage 3 by tomorrow. All right. So we're building value, run about this attractor at the 117.16. No bond trades for me today at all. So yes, one Nasdaq trade, and that was it. I guess you tend to take it easy. Rollover time is usually a little bit volatile, back and forth. You know, you had to find a good spot to get in. I was my Nasdaq trade. Given I was leaning towards the long side, I took that long trade, but it could have been a short opportunity too. But and again, a day like this, you don't want to be too aggressive on a short trade at all because you can easily get stuck twisting in the wind. So Nasdaq, so Nasdaq turned out to be And a nice mover to the upside in the morning, and then just kind of been going sideways. Gold, though, big move to the upside. Look at that guy. Way up here. They took out that 390 and 95, and we said when that comes out this morning, we may have a direction to the upside, and they didn't disappoint. They took it all the way up here to new highs. So we're extending to the upside on gold again. So I would stand alongside on gold, see if this is a move out of the middle to the upside. Let's see how far they can take it. If not, we may see a hard knockdown, but I'm thinking that we may have a shot at taking this higher. So looking to buy a weakness to get started, at least in the overnight. Going to be one buying opportunity against that 37 14s, 13 to 14s against the 06s, and probably down here at the 95. So trade below 95s, take off the long buyers, go back range bound. So that's NASDAQ to get started. Let's start from the long side on that guy, and then on oil. We are just range bound, not going anywhere. It's just twisting anyway. And so I start off range bound on oil. Look to sell strength up to the 63.75, 64s. Look to buy weakness down here to the 62.70s, 62.40s for rotations back up again. So pretty tight range on oil. I would not be trading oil right now. There's not much going on with it. It has been pretty sloppy lately, so I would kind of staying away from it. Gold could be tradable if you can get in and stick with it, but it is pretty volatile trading, so I'd be a bit cautious on that. But gold definitely is tradable. Just have to be pick your spots, to get in. So back to the ES, and there we have it. Let's see how they end up closing, if they're going to hold on to these gains. But so far, you're looking pretty good. So leave it there for now, guys. I'll see you back bright and early in the morning. Just one trade on the NASDAQ for me, up 650. Didn't want to be more aggressive than that today. All right, guys. See you back in the morning. Later.